Thank you very much. My father-in-law brought us a bottle of cherry vodka for our wedding anniversary, bound with a golden bow. Quite a thing down south, he said. And when my wife went to place it on the side, he pulled it back out of her hand. Open it! Share it! Who brought you up? My wife, laughing, tugged it back from him and waved at it. Take it. It will all be gone in 5 minutes. And why not? I took the bottle from my wife, handed it back to my father-in-law, and strode into the kitchen to look for glasses. How is the poetry? He shouted after me. I'm still writing. What's that? I'm still writing. And I was, but nothing was published. Here a scrap, there a scrap. The editor of the regional newsletter had retired at the new year. He posted me a card thanking me for my charming contributions. I can see the corner of it pink poking from the shelf above my desk. For a long time after William's visit, he sent no more word. I sent him no more poems. I rarely mentioned him, and neither did my wife. Then I saw in the newspaper that he had received a major award, a prize that would surely guarantee him fame beyond his own lifetime. The article made much of his heritage and said that although he wrote mainly in English, he translated occasional poems from his mother tongue. His mother's tongue, I thought, not his. My sister telephoned me from the south. You're famous, she announced through static. Well, you're not. That's what you're famous for. What are you talking about? You know you're American. The kids looked him up on the internet and found an article from some American magazine about you. About me? Yes, but the thing is, it doesn't think you're real. It's so funny. The kids translated it to me and I don't know how to explain. Shall I send it to you? I don't understand what you're talking about, seriously. I'll email it to you. I printed out the article from the computer in the school staff room and handed it to my colleague. He stood leaning against the back of a chair, lit a cigarette, and smoked studiously as he read. Ash trickled down onto the carpet. The school day was over. The children and other teachers had gone, and dusk was heavy across the playground. I put out my hand to the radiator, which retained only the slightest warmth. Essentially, the author admires the poems that your American has translated. I mean, he admires your poems, but he casts doubt on your identity. He says that in your own country you appear to be unknown. You have published no books. He points out that you have no internet presence. He is suggesting that you are your American's alter ego, an artistic fabrication. What's that? My father-in-law shouted into the kitchen. I'm an artistic fabrication.